Oh. Are we live?
We are live.
We're live from the most Delco bar in all of Delaware County, Dolan's Irish Bar, Pub, Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers fucking Avenue, Ridley Park, PA 19078.
Yeah, look at it, got it.
Our address is across the street for years, and I always forget that last number. That was on purpose so that I couldn't get jury duty summons. Al, it's been a hot second since we did an episode that wasn't just purely stroking our own egos and other things about Delco Day. And tonight is going to be slightly different, but mostly the same.
Yes.
So, anyways, over the last month, we've had from poop to pope and from street brawls to poisoned meatballs. This was a hell of a May. Al, we have not discussed. We made plenty of memes, made plenty of money, stole other people's videos and whatnot. We've got to address the fact that we have a Delco Duecer.
We got a Duecer. One thing we talked about this is off air. We said about the Duecer was this lady didn't just go out of her way to shit on a car, but she had doubled down on the insanity, boosting her OnlyFans, smiling for the cameras while getting arrested. She went full Delco, and I don't know if you're supposed to do that.
So we'll just throw it out there. It's public knowledge now. It's Christina Salametto of the Prospect Park area. The incident happened on, 11th and Madison.
Yep.
It happened, I believe, after an interborough baseball practice over a road rage incident.
Yes.
Where we spoke to the individual who took the infamous video. He's a young bull, so, we're not going to throw him out there. But he said that he was filming because he thought that there was going to be a chick fight. Yes. He's like, this is great. I'm going to send this in the World Star. It's going to be awesome. And he's like, oh, they're walking away. The person in the Shat-on vehicle decided to throw I believe it was the SL word at her or ho or something like that. And then he puts the phone down and then says, wait a minute, puts it back up and just drops trowel right on the hood of a fucking Nissan.
So let's Sports Center wise break this video down. I'm not going to play the video, but so like you said, a guy thought he was going for a World Star fight, girl-on-girl fight.
Yeah, chick fight, cat fight. They used to call an ECW.
Never occurred that way. Even he thought that wasn't happening.
No one thought it would go that direction.
But this lady, it was like a shotgun blast.
Yeah.
It just, no thought. She had one in the chamber. It was like the Delco gods came down upon her and said, go ahead, shit on this car. Just shit away. And, you can't. I've wanted to shit on many things in my life, but I've never had the opportunity such as she had to make it happen as quickly and as convincing as she did.
Well, Al, got to play devil's advocate. Put my tinfoil hat on at this point.
Was this planned? So you're the two women, right?
Yes.
You're thinking they're like, let's get in an intersection on a residential area,
yes.
Right? It wasn't like it was on McDade Boulevard or Balmer Pike or anything like that.
It is one block off of 420.
Do you think that was her manager?
So the more details that came out in the days after obviously point us to there might have been a reason for the wanted fame. Especially in that direction. But also think, Al, why would you go into a possible fighting situation if you had a diarrhea that bad?
Well, that's my thing was she like, I'm going to get out. In the back of her mind thinks one of two things is going to happen. This lady's going to back down. Nothing's going to get about it. But if you, because like you're saying, I kind of see what you're pointing out here. If you had a shit, are you getting out of your car? You're just going to... I'd be like...
For 2 rounds.
I'm out of here. I got to poop.
For 2 rounds. In white shorts.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that... It was already questions. We ran her arrest record. She has never once been arrested before in the state of Pennsylvania. This is a very weird first offense to get at the age of 41.
Well, all right. So, all right, devil's advocate. Do most people think that this would be a minor, not even police getting involved type situation, and maybe she thought that it wasn't something she wouldn't get away with?
So,
how do you make that phone call? Hello, officer. Lady just shit on my car.
So, the incident happened on 4/29. The arrest didn't come until 3 days later, I believe, after the video came out. So she was either on the run, and there was and there was an unidentified someone who shat on a car.
Yeah.
Or the video came out, and Prospect Park was like, "Ugh, can't let this one slide."
Because of the video? So, like,
right.
So pretty much if the guy didn't take the video, she probably would have not. This would have never came to light, literally and figuratively.
Possibly.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Like, but again, it kind of comes back to that perfect storm of the situation. Like you said, you get in an argument, the lady calls you a slut, you flip your pants up, blast diarrhea across the hood of her car, and then get back in the car. Like even that, like how wet it was, like the leftover has to be causing major damage to you, your pants, your seat of your car, and many other problems.
What if that was part of the allure, Al? Because as Philly Magazine and Victor Friarello, who has been on our show before, a very controversial individual in this area, to say the least, he is known for lowbrow journalism presented as highbrow.
Yes.
For some reason, whether it's through his own knowledge or shaking the right trees, I can tell you he doesn't come to us for stories. He doesn't come to the people I know for stories. He somehow knew she was on OnlyFans.
Oh,
and put it out to the world.
We're going deeper. Like the media was involved.
Not only is she on OnlyFans, but she's been on OnlyFans for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
With a hefty price. She does foot videos and takes requests for bodily fluid videos.
All right. Now you're getting me.
And that was posted prior to the incident.
So she pretty much offered to poo on people. Do you think she was coming from work?
Yes.
Do you think she was going to poo on somebody and said, "Screw you, I'm going to poo on your car"?
What if the person who had their car shit on
paid for it?
Uh-huh.
Wow. No, hold on. Let me take a step back for a second.
Yeah.
So you're thinking that this was an OnlyFans payment.
Yeah.
Like somebody's like, I'm going to pay you $1,000 to shit on the hood of my car
and make it look like road rage.
Wow. Like this is like who shot JFK deep right now.
Yep.
Like I'm putting that out there. Like this is. You bring up some good points.
I subscribed to her OnlyFans, Al.
Oh, well, let me ask you a question.
With our company card.
Thought I saw that.
It is a local business. We are allowed to use it for that.
We are supporting local businesses.
Yes.
Prophet wants to know, are you having a Twisted Tea battle for charity this Saturday?
Maybe. I mean, I have a Twisted Tea battle against alcoholism every day of my life.
Yeah. That's just another day. That's called
I'm
breakfast.
undefeated.
So, Prophet saying shitter's got a shit.
Speaking of sprinkling liquids and shit, Saturday's Delco Day.
Yes.
And is it going to rain? Probably. It's probably going to be bad. It may not, but I'm not fucking afraid anymore, as Kevin McAllister said in the R-rated version of Home Alone. We've got several of the performers here tonight, some of them with wild backstories going into this. I got to tell you, Saturday's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
I don't give a shit if it's going to rain. I don't think
people literally give a shit.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you know, if you're hearing this and you're debating, should I come out, it's going to rain. I'm sorry, you're not the Wicked Witch of the West. You're not Casper. You're not going to fucking die of pneumonia and get trapped in Bill Pullman's basement.
And I'm going to put this out there. It is going to be isolated no matter what. You're looking 30 minutes tops of any.
And I think if you
out of 12 hours, you're going to worry about 30 minutes out of 12 hours.
I also think that the people who don't come out should be isolated in their own depression as wimps. Al, you still have that number from that lawyer, right?
Yes.
So, ladies at Delco, I just want you to know if your husband says, let's not go out Saturday because it's going to rain, David Archeri's phone number, he's a great divorce lawyer. You can hire him to divorce the coward you walk down the aisle with.
I got him up on the screen. Call Dave Cherry.
610, he's a true Delco, 565-0300. His office is located right near a story I had to cover on Thursday.
Yes.
The escaped convicts.
I feel like that happens more often around here than it should.
Well, unlike the weak Chester County where they let that murderer on the loose for 45 days,
yes.
Ours only made it 2 hours, Al.
Yeah. But does it seem like that does happen more often than it should?
No, it's honestly the first time I've actually heard about it.
I don't know. I think like people like making mistakes on getting people on and off the security buses or I mean the guy in Chester County, didn't he like slink up the wall?
Yeah, he Spider-Man'd it.
Yeah, he went up the wall. Like, how do you not look up?
Because that's fucking impressive.
It is, but
this guy just slipped the shackles off his shoes.
if you were looking for somebody in your house and was able to like balance himself up between a beam and the wall up on your ceiling, you don't think you see him?
He's tiny, man.
I know, but I still think you'd see him.
Well, it was on Thursday, May 29th. It was Takwa Wilson. He's 22, and guess what he was on trial for that day, Al?
Getting shit on.
Even better.
What?
He's not good at it.
Sex.
He was on trial for running from the police.
He was on trial. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me. So the guy that got caught running from jail got caught.
Yep.
Was in jail for running from the police.
Yep. Yeah, he was caught receiving stolen property in Tinicum a year and a half ago and ran from the police and didn't make it far. And this time, he made it even less far because he only made it 1.5 blocks.
I feel like this was... I'm starting to get another conspiracy theory on this.
I also find it weird that receiving stolen property and evading and running from the police gets you jail time in George W. Hill to your trial, but literally shitting on someone in front of a little league game, it's only $1,000 bail.
Yeah, and it's because she exposed herself more or less, right?
No, Al, it's because she took a diarrhea shit on a car.
What was the charge? Waste?
It was
Disposable
disposing waste on a highway.
Well, it's not even a highway.
It is. It's highways just mean streets.
Okay, so any street's considered a highway by the law.
Yeah, I had to look that charge up because that was on my work computer. I can't wait for that audit.
Yeah.
We've got guests
Holbrook,
here.
Can you come in our office, please?
Yeah.
We got guests. Where are our guests at?
Let's do Jeremy first.
Jeremy.
Yeah. Grab a little of the mic there. What color would you like to appear as? Blue? Ooh, that's aggressive. Let's look like we're murdering. Ooh. Oh, Al, turn him up.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. So,
Well, this turned dirty and fast. Somebody shit on my chest.
with us is Jeremy Milligan. Jeremy has played at maybe 5 Delco days, maybe more.
Yeah, it's going to say.
Maybe 6.
No, I think it has been technically 4. It was supposed to be 5, and then I had back surgery 1 year.
We count that, though.
Literally a week or 2 after.
That sounds like quitter's mentality right there.
So we count that, and everyone gets credit for 5. So
Yeah,
you
everybody
played a
gets credit
7.
for 5. Five is the most... we just make up a story. Like it gets wilder and wilder every time we take.
You
talk about
played
5.
at 7 Delco days. Very impressive. Actually, no, you did start at 4, I think, right? Marty McGee's.
Yeah,
I
I was at Marty's.
You started at Marty's.
Started at Marty's.
I think he's played 7.
So at least 3.
At least 7.
It'll be 7. It'll be 7 come Saturday.
It's at least like 9.5.
It's 7, yeah. He played 11. He
That's
played
what
all
I put
11.
on my.
It's the
like, Twitter
Delco
profiles
10.
and stuff.
So you've been great at each one and getting better and better, but you'll be performing here at 3:20 on Saturday, then also in the second band that we'll talk about in a second. But your story starts well before 3:20 on Saturday. You have been using your own performances to raise money for this event and charity as well.
1,000%. I do this like
How
every
many? I thought you were going to say instead of percent dollars. Is it? It's a pretty hefty number, isn't it?
No, so I just counted the other day, and I was like kind of pissed off because it's not currently at $998.
I have
But I have
$2.
one more gig beforehand, and I know I can at least make $2 in tips
$2.
before going.
You've raised north of $1,000 just to that, and obviously it all goes to the HEADstrong Foundation, and some of our sponsors didn't even give half of that.
Now,
So what can we do for Jeremy?
we can shit on his car.
I would say we.
It is a Kia
we're
Forte.
gonna give you 30-day pass to Hollywood Holbrook's OnlyFans accounts that he has. He's used on our business account.
My name is Neon_Toes, and I take requests. Now, $1,000, dude. That's wild. How many shows is that over?
So typically what I do every year is like the month beforehand, and every week. This year has been the busiest year for music for me.
Okay.
So it's like usually about 2 gigs a week. Like it's my Friday and Saturday, more or less. Sometimes 3, sometimes 1. But I've been very fortunate that like the gigs that I got, there have just been so many. Like as soon as I would tell them like, hey, we're doing a big Delco Day celebration. It's for HEADstrong.
Yeah.
Delco comes in full force.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're doing this for HEADstrong? And then, they go from like maybe like a $5 tip to like 20 or whatever amount.
Damn.
And then even
If they
some
only
owners
knew you
throw
were
in
lying
some
the whole time.
Yeah, I know. About halfway in,
Stolen Delco Day valor right there.
I was talking to my girlfriend at one point, and I was like, man, like would I be an asshole if I just kept this entire thing? But
Yes.
I realized it. I realized, it's just bad juju. It's got to go all in.
So, somebody wants to know what's your Venmo. He wants to get you that $2.
It's Neon_Toes, and he takes requests.
Absolutely.
And Prophet wants to know if we do need somebody to take his shit on to command. He knows a guy.
that's
He knows
definitely-
a butthole.
That's definitely a guy who can shit on command.
Sometimes he shit's not on command.
So what were some of the venues that these kind folks came out and dropped some dollars at?
Oh, boy. So I played at State Street Pub. I was out in Paoli the other day at TJ's restaurant.
Oh,
a big
fancy.
one.
Wait a minute, Did they support Delco?
Yeah, oddly enough, they did.
What, they think they're better than us?
They
We don't
did.
need their charity.
Well, it was all the people who didn't go to the horse show, so they supported Delco. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, was it the Devon Horse Show? Really? Yeah.
I've seen that horse show. Feel bad for that woman.
wasn't even that good, Al. It wasn't even that good of a joke.
Sorry.
And then,
Son of a gun.
I've been to Tijuana.
the biggest one was probably Springfield Ale House.
Okay.
That is, so I had to ask what that was. I feel bad. It's the old Bogarts.
It used to be Bogarts, yeah.
Okay.
And just between the staff, the patrons, and even the owner, they all just like threw money at me. They even had their own Eagles Autism event, which I threw.
And they just
my
took the
own
money from the
donation to
autism event. They're like, HEADstrong gets it.
No, they were able to do it all. They're just a very giving bar.
That's wild,
very
man.
thankful for them.
Listen, I've been there a handful of times. It's a very underrated Delco bar.
Yeah, it really was.
I think because of location. When it's in a shopping center, so a lot of people automatically assume it's not a dive bar, a corner bar, but it is true and true. It just happens to be in a shopping center.
It's a great bar.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to Staples and you get some like copies done.
Hey, work! I need to go get supplies. Wink.
Do you know what I crave? Excuses for things like that. Got to go pick up paper sheet liners, get hammered, and come back.
You know what? The printer's getting low on paper. Holbrook's like leaping over his desk at work.
Oh, no.
I got it!
Toner's low. I'll be back.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Mother's Day flowers when.
Turks.
Yeah.
They know what to do.
Well, I was just over at Monahan's, and they had flowers
He was
across
at
the street.
Monahan.
Yeah.
He happened to be over at Monahan.
I call it mammograms. Jesus, sorry.
I don't even know.
It's a fucking cancer charity, and we're saying that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel that the Ale House, the old Bogarts, whatever you want to call it, for what you know it for, is a very underrated, kind of missed from the sense of being a Delco establishment.
Am I having a stroke, or did that used to be called Nicky Biggs back in like 2008?
What was it called?
Nicky Biggs.
I don't know if it was Nicky, but it was like Mick something or another's. Like it was a funny name.
I'm pretty sure
like
it's
something
Nicky Biggs.
McSorley's or something like that.
And they would always beat us in softball, so I didn't go there. But then I started going there. I'm like, I like it.
You want to go to Moe's around the corner?
Ooh, Moe's was a place that I have absolutely mixed reviews about.
Well, because that was funny because there was that floating Moe's bar in Delco. Have you seen that? They
What?
were like doing pop-up bars like at the Springfield
Oh,
Mall.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like it was a whole
Point.
Simpsons. It was a whole Simpsons thing. They're coming. They came out like I think late in April. There was a story I was reading in Delco today that they're suing the shit out of this place.
No, because that happened right before the pandemic too in the Springfield Mall, and no one, and like it was the same thing. Like they can't use copyrights, so it's just like, oh, here's Yellow Dad and Brat Son. Like it was terrible.
I mean, at least it was in Springfield.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they kept one thing true to the bar.
Yeah, not media. Although Springfield, Simpsons is on the media, but yeah, no, I did not go. I have a Simpsons tattoo, so I'm a fucking purist.
Listen, Blinky the Three-Eyed Fish. I still have the stuffed animal of that from like 30 years ago.
My brother has a tattoo of that.
Huh?
My brother has a tattoo of Blinky, and I got the Fighting Hillfish.
That's right. I want a Stonecutter's tattoo.
Now that would be great.
So, how many of these gigs did you do altogether?
He just said 2 a week for a month, Al. Did they not teach arithmetic
No.
at O'Hara?
Don't make me do quick math.
I'm not good at it. My shoes are on. I can't do it.
2 a
I
month
went
for
to
4
art school,
weeks. It was
I only
15.
have 7 toes.
It was 15.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Even my gigs out in Jersey, like they were like,
Really?
hey, yeah, just because it was for Headstrong, not necessarily because it was Delco. They were like, hey, you're doing something and you seem believable enough.
Yeah. I want to give this man money. I've never had that problem from anybody. Nobody ever looked at me or Holbrook and said, there's somebody I want to give my money to.
That's how I got a credit card. I was just believable enough.
No, they looked at you and were like, this guy will never pay he'll never pay the principal down ever. Like, that's what they saw with you with a credit card. I'm talking like nobody has come up to me on the street and say, look at this guy's band. He's collecting money for an event. I don't believe him.
That's what Delco Day 1 started as.
It was. You're right.
It really was started as a band putting some shit together. Like,
We should talk about. We don't talk about that enough. The Delco Day 1.
we barely raised $1,000 at the first Delco Day.
No. We raised 20.
It's like $1,200.
No. It was 1,700.
Still.
And the bar did nothing but rip people off the entire
And that's
time.
why they're closed.
They're gone. Don't fuck with us.
Their name was the Eagles Den in Upper Darby, and we didn't kill them. They killed themselves.
At what point did you feel like Delco Day became like not only a staple but like a legitimate like fundraiser?
3. One was for a smaller charity, actually based out of Ridley, Zvestikov.
And we thought that's what it was.
Yeah, and
Like, that wasn't supposed to be. 2 was like, you want to do it again?
Because 1, I mean, we found the shirt from the original one, and it just says Delco Day 2016 because we didn't think there'd be a 2. And then the second one came, and we doubled it. It went from 5 acts on 1 stage to 2 stages, 12 hours, and it was fine.
Was
it doubled the money.
The first one was the only one that wasn't 12 hours, right?
Yeah. And then the third one is when it moved to Marty McGee's, and we rebranded, and we got the township involved. And it was actually, I mean, without getting into our dynamics, we were whatever, but then we did the whole fucking March Madness of the towns going against each other. Ridley Park actually won the first one. Dolan's won the bar one. And our numbers went from like 1,200 listeners or followers to like 30,000 overnight. So the reach was there, more people got involved, and that's when Delco Day attendance went from 50 to like 150 to like 1,200. And then it kind of floated around there. And then Delco Day 8, the first one at Peruski's, was 2,000. And last year, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it went down.
It was funny because the first year, like you said, we raised money for the HEADstrong Foundation because we didn't even know HEADstrong existed at that point.
HEADstrong was in its infant stages then. They kind of grew up with us.
Yeah, and we did HEADstrong again round 2, and we said, well, let's go with a Die Hard theme. That's why it was Delco Day 2, Delco Harder, because that's the Die Hard logo. Die Hard 2, Die Harder. And then the third one rolled around. That's when we went over to HEADstrong, but we kind of kept with it. And it was Live Free and Delco Live?
No, it was Delco with a Vengeance.
Oh, Delco with a Vengeance. Delco Day 3, Delco with a Vengeance. Then it was Delco Day 4, Live Free and Delco Hard.
We actually, with HEADstrong, we didn't actually know who they were until we covered a story about them trying to buy the house in Swarthmore to convert it. And there was a neighbor who was giving them shit saying they didn't want strangers in there. And I'm like, they're all cancer patients. What, are they going to be up all night fucking partying? And we got mad about it, went a little extreme, got in cahoots with them, and we're like, this is a great charity.
Well, two things. And we were talking about it, and Holbrook went on like one of the greatest, if I have to find the video if I could, before we rebranded, on the greatest tirade, on a second greatest tirade, I would have to say, on any one of our episodes. Because, like we said, the lady said, well, I don't know who's going to be in there. I have a kid. I have to worry about them. And I'm like, and we're all like, I can move in next door. You don't know who I am. You don't get to choose your neighbors. Trust me, I would love that back in the day.
I was going to walk in with
Holbrook's neighbors.
I was going to walk in with Al and be like, I know that house across the street. Me and Al just bought the house. HEADstrong gave up. We bought it, cash. He makes a lot of money. I make a lot of money. We're a same-sex couple, and we're both sex offenders.
Yeah.
Would you rather have that than fucking cancer patients?
Yeah, but and I tell this part of the story because this is important. But I have to point it out is that she didn't just say that once. She doubled down. Went on an interview on Fox or something.
Yeah, we were on her side. We're like, the media's blowing this out of proportion. No one would say the shit she just said. And we were just like, okay, let's find out what her real opinion is. I'm like, oh my God, she's literally Hitler. She's the worst.
She's she had every opportunity to kind of backtrack a little bit. And I kind of felt like the reporter during the interview was trying to but are you really sure that you don't think it's a good idea? I'm trying to give you an olive branch here, you dumb bitch. Come on now.
I don't want these dirty, dirty cancer patients trying to lure my child. They're fucking dying, woman.
The Darbarian wants to know, we're both sex offenders?
So, my favorite thing is...
If you've ever had sex with me, you would be offended, Darbarian. It's my wife.
For years.
Trust me.
For years, HEADstrong told me that she moved. And then one day they let it so that I wouldn't harass her. And then one day they let it slip. One person who didn't know to go by that story. They're like, "Oh no, she's still there. She lives in that red house right there." I'm like, "Ooh,
yeah."
I'm a shit on her car.
It was one of the younger people that didn't know. It was I think at HEADstrong they have a meeting, and end of every meeting they're like, "Guys, if anybody asks, this Lisa lady moved. She doesn't live here. Especially a guy named Holbrook. If you ever ask, she moved away after the interview." And then, the new guy let it slip. And they're sitting there going, no.
I may or may not have driven by her house a bunch of times blasting HEADstrong by Trapped at her.
So...
And I'll fucking do it again.
So I got the lineup here. Let me pull that up. So he's you're dead center, huh? You're the heart and soul, almost, of this lineup here. Am I correct?
He is. I feel bad that just the way, the cookie crumble and all that shit... The 320 slot was, he'll thrive in that role, but I think we owe him a better slot. I do think if some bands back out because of the weather, we realign.
Well, we will. I mean, I just think we'll give guys like Jeremy more time to do what they do best.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
I mean, I'll play as long as you guys want me
exactly.
to.
So,
That's
Jeremy,
what it is at the end of
so
the day.
people who've never seen you before, haven't been out there, haven't donated to your cause yet, or anything like that, what would they be looking forward to? Like, what kind of music does Jeremy cover?
Usually, when I play gigs, I say my set list is almost as scatterbrained as I am. Like, 1 minute, you know, I'll play, like, Sinatra. The other one, like, Kenny Chesney, Blink-182.
We don't say his name around here.
Yeah.
I think that this rain is Kenny Chesney's doing. Kenny Chesney scheduled a fucking concert on 6 different Delco days, way after we had it out there.
We had a talk this year.
He's finally gotten the hint because it's been like 3 years in a row he hasn't.
He learned. Don't fuck with us. No, but keep going. So very, very eclectic choices.
He's a very ugly man under that hat.
We're going to talk
all
about
over
that.
the place, though.
Huh?
I said it was pretty much all over the place, though, like with my set list and whatnot. And then, you know,
What's your favorite song to play?
Oh God, I hate that.
That's why I asked it.
It's my favorite song because I'm such a whore for attention.
Okay.
It's just
Wait,
whatever like anybody else
is
really into.
Is it
for a while
anybody with a microphone or performs? Aren't you automatically a whore for an attention?
I was groomed that way as a child. I was a theater kid all my life, and then I was like, oh, I don't really get this as a 30-year-old man working in an office. What can I do? And then I started playing at bars and whatnot.
We didn't have human
all right,
touch.
here's a little something.
We didn't have human touch in my household. My church, though, was a little different.
What is the song? All right, so I feel like every DJ, every musical act, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm
Fucking
walking
call
by.
them DJs.
I'm walking by right now. I feel like every musical act of some sort, what is that takes requests especially? What is the request that just makes you slap your head? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, seriously?
I don't
like
think-
Freebird. Like, come on, man.
Oh, that one I get more often than not.
Okay.
And it's literally just me up there. I don't use a looper or anything. But, like, over this past year, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to learn, like, the first, 30 seconds, whatever, of the song. And then most bars will start booing at whoever it was that requested the song. Not
then you
necessarily
stop.
me, or at least that's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
You turn the hate mirror on them.
Exactly.
I just want to let you know the guy in the purple shirt, flannel purple shirt, off to the side here, requested this song before I play it. Here's his phone number and his email. Feel free to blast him.
My name is Lisa. I live in Swarthmore, across the street from the Headstrong house.
I was getting heckled the other day. This guy was he was giving me song requests that I guess he didn't think I would get anything. One was the Eagles, so I was like, all right, take it easy.
Yeah.
Like Eagles the band.
Eagles the band,
Yeah.
and then I also did Fly Eagles Fly, of course.
Right.
Do you get that a
right,
lot
right.
too? Like even before the Super Bowl?
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when the Phillies had their run, it was nothing but what was that?
Oh, Dancing on My Own?
Yeah, Dancing on My
I
Own.
hate
Can
that
I
song.
just say I effing hate that song
Yeah,
with a passion. With a passion. I cannot stand even before the last time they used it. 2022 was their thing. I never understood the song. From the sense of how it's inspiring them to play baseball. This team has wrapped their arms around and embraced this song as their anthem. But then they doubled down and started using it again. And it's a dumb song. It's not a good song. And I was so the only thing that good that came out of them losing in 2023 to Arizona was when they literally booked
Robin.
I forget which what's his name? The guy who sings it
Robin.
No, Cullum or whatever his name is.
Cullen, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does it's the cover of a
He
Robin
booked
song.
Cullum
something
Scott-
prepared
Cullum
for
Scott?
Cullum Scott, yeah.
Cullum Scott.
He booked this big thing to be played right around the NLCS time, and they got knocked out, and nobody wanted to hear him. Nobody wanted to hear that song. I guarantee they sold his tickets for peanuts on StubHub or whatever, and I'm glad. I fucking hate that song, and I hate that they made it popular.
I'm on the other side of it. I used to love that song, but I also I don't want to be a hipster here, but I did know the song before it became like the Phillies like
that was
pump-up
your song before the
hell yeah,
before mainstream.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, everybody knows it.
It was my MySpace song. My top 8 knows it really well.
So when I was first starting off, like, consistently playing bars, so I was at JT Brewski's. One of our regulars there, he loved that song. It was on the jukebox all the time, so I made it a point to learn it at that time. Didn't know a couple of years later that
from
everybody
a
would
lyrical
ask.
standpoint, it's depressing. From a musical standpoint, it's even more depressing. It's not like it's like, oh yeah, man, it's a nice beat to it. I'm grooving, man. I'm enjoying this. It's not I don't get it. I don't get it how in the locker room that this team said, that somebody put it on the Bluetooth speaker and said, yo, dude, your Spotify list sucks. Get it off. Like, that's what I would have expected to hear in a baseball locker room. But then again, I'm 42 years old, so maybe that plays a factor in it.
You're a 42-year-old man yelling at 23-year-old athletes, Al.
I'm always yelling at somebody younger and better than me. Constantly. How dare you be better than me at anything? So, Jeremy, what time's the slot again, Holbrook, for Jeremy, for those who are...
3:20.
So if you're not going to come out at 2 on his dot, got to get out there by 3:20 because you got to see Jeremy. I've seen him live. I've seen him do his stuff. It is amazing.
Delco Day veteran, raised more money than most of our fucking... Our sponsors.
Yes.
I would say we'd get a sign and that'd make a stage called the Jeremy Milligan stage, but that'll probably blow away.
I kept it a secret. Like every year, like I do this. Like a month before Delco Day is when I start raising money. But this year was the only time that I actually advertised that I was doing it. And like last year, I think I donated maybe like a couple $100.
Still,
so this year being like pretty much at 1,000 right now. It's awesome.
Which is why you got to hold off that rain Saturday, Lord.
Hold off.
Listen, Mother Nature has rained in 9 other Delco days, a whole 13 seconds. We had a little like sun shower, whatever you call it, where the clouds don't even come out. It's just,
and it was during a terrible, terrible act that I still fucking hate.
What?
Their name was like Ridge something, and that dude was a
all
fucking
they did
dickhead.
Was jump around.
No, it was this crackhead who was sleeping in his car across the street. And he like complained the whole time.
Was that was the time they were in the tent over at Marty McGee's? And he almost knocked it. I think Delco Jesus almost fell into the bowl.
That's what it was. Yeah, he went from downers to uppers, and then like trying to ruin the event. It's like, dude, fuck off.
Did not work. We got Danielle saying Jeremy is awesome. Holbrook smells. Jeremy has the voice of an angel, according to Ron.
It's true.
Thanks,
that's
Ron.
Fat Cal Jerky, who's going to be at Delco.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Bridget just throws hearts out. I don't know who they're to. I think they're towards me.
Probably you.
But I'm going to
Fair enough.
It's probably to the Fat Cal Jerky.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah. Gotta love that mango habanero, man. I've been an advocate from day one.
The bourbon one, too, is...
Oh, yeah.
Get it at Delco Day. You haven't had it before. You're like, what are these guys talking about? A Delco born and raised establishment. Fat Cal Jerky. It's been at, how many Delco days? 5 at least?
Oh, my God. It's been a hot minute.
Ron, if you're still listening, He's
been at 5 or 6.
I have to say at least 5 at this point. Because he was definitely at Marty's. Speaking of Marty's,
definitely there.
Joe McGee's over here in the house. And they're just getting off of parole or something with this. Oh, you just bought it? Oh, okay. He's closing it on Friday.
He's calling it Captain Dolan's.
He's bringing the wrecking ball in on Friday afternoon. So Joe McGee in the house. Speaking about a Delco Day All-Star right there. What's going on?
Absolutely.
But Jeremy, thank you, man. We will see you on June 7th, baby, right here. Dolan's Bar,
Hell
Saturday,
yeah. Thank
2
you guys
to
so
2.
much.
And give it up for Jeremy. If you didn't hear our story, Jeremy himself raised over $1,000 for Delco Day.
There you go.
And it ain't just for the event. It's all for the HEADstrong Foundation. We all know that.
So pretty much what he said is, fuck Mother Nature. Delco Day's happening. Don't worry, we got it covered. Don't let a little rain spoil the parade. Anyway, everybody just wear white T-shirts. It'll be fine.
The 1 year we decided to go with dark T-shirts.
Wait a minute, hold on. Breaking news. Ron Flommer, I'm bringing sauce to try.
Ooh.
Anything I can pour something on and make something even more calorie filled?
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
How viscous is it? My arteries are flowing a little too easily right now.
Ron's saying it's 4 to 5. Even Ron can't tell us. He said 4 or 5 years. Ian, how are you doing, bud?
The Delcros, maybe?
J. Rom, what's up, buddy?
Let's bring the Delcros up.
Where's our Delcros at? Caw!
The real fucking warbirds of Delco.
They're going to be hanging bird.
Damn right. How we doing out here?
All right, let's get you guys up on here.
It's really good to be here.
Yeah, you want to give another mic?
Mic is shit.
They can share.
We can share.
They showered together to get here. They're going to share a microphone.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. That's the mentality.
In my efforts to get all the equipment ready for Saturday, I forgot that we needed microphones for this episode, and I was like, fuck.
Wait a minute. So
And they're sitting in Collingdale right now.
according to Ron, the sauce is going to knock your dick in. It's that good.
Knock your dick in.
Apparently,
All
that's
right.
on the label. It's called Knock Your Dick In Sauce.
So
I'm a big sauce guy.
we've got with us the Delcros. They are taking the local scene by the dick and pillaging it. I have heard great things from many venues. Just everyone I've talked to, you came very highly recommended for this event, like by far. Question: where'd you get the name from?
Oh man. It would be my friend Lauren Lamara. Her and I were going over band names for a while, and we were like the Delco Crows, Delco.
So it wasn't
And
the actual
like-
Del Crow.
Instead of the Black Crows or something, the Delco Crows?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I love the Black Crows and all, but it has nothing to do with the Black Crows. But at first, it started like I was like, "What about the Delco Crows?" And Lauren Lamar, I'll give her a shout out because she was the one that said, "No, it needs to be the Del Crows."
I was thinking when we used to do a March Madness bracket of the most Delaware County town. Ridley Park won the first one. Clifton Heights won the second one, and we gave a speech. I gave a speech down at Clifton Field, and a crow landed on me and wouldn't leave. And we did name it the Del Crow.
You couldn't get him away.
And it was a whole thing. We can find the video where we just named it the Del Crow and had this
Full
mini
circle.
thing.
So
And then we were corrected by people going it's not the Del Crow. His name's Blitz, and he's from Essington. Apparently, there's a crow that has no shame that flies around the area and will do that. And they're like, we're not joking. That's Blitz. Don't call him the Del Crow. And we're like, holy shit.
So when did you form the Del Crows?
Year and a half.
So you owe us money, pretty
Yeah.
much. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Call David Archeri. We've got
Dude,
copyright.
he LLC'd it. This guy LLC'd it.
Yeah, we're official, dude. We're on the books. That's our government name now.
Don't worry, we'll have our lawyers reach out to you.
Dude, my name's Blitz.
Damn.
Fuck.
Now, they...
He got me by his legal jargon.
So you guys came highly recommended from a couple venues, and obviously around the people around here love you guys. So my girlfriend, she's been listening. She actually caught you guys from across the street at playing at Monahan's. Now it sounds like she's a fucking Lou Turk stripper.
Yeah.
I have to clarify, she works at Coach's
You can meet Holbrook's girlfriend anytime.
Big reveal.
during the day before she goes to her shift at Lou Turk's.
Yeah.
But no,
Her
she
name's
said
Cinnamon.
she said with an S and a Y.
S-I-N.
And a dollar sign. We had heard great things. I'd seen the pictures of you guys playing the Tom and Jerry's, but never actually heard the audio or nothing. She's like, yo, you're going to love them. They're like, I mean, don't take this term offensively. It's my favorite term in the world. They're like, they play butt rock.
Oh, dude.
And I was like,
Oh,
what?
we
She's
love-
like fucking Rob Zombie and Godsmack or something. I was like, what?
Dog. So when we play the majority of our shows, we have a saxophone player.
I've heard that.
Now, have you heard "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit?
No,
With the saxophone.
I've heard that
I
this is
literally
a
look
thing.
like Fred Durst, but all right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
we gotta get you
like,
the
I
hat,
know.
dude. We gotta get.
Like she was
My stage name is Fred Barst.
She was doing the research and everything for it, and she's like, "Here's them playing Killing in the Name of," and I was like, "I've heard it. I've seen Killing in the Name of a million times. Rage is my favorite band." She's like, "With a saxophone." I'm like, "Well, put it on the loudspeakers. Let's hear what this is."
Yeah, no, it's broad. So, when you have the full band set up, which is great. But if you haven't met Dan Malley, Delco Dan Malley, he is the wildest.
Delco fucking Dan.
The wildest front man. So it's not just listen to 90s butt rock, dude.
So you're
It's
the
a
singer?
full show, dog.
And
It's
you're
a full show.
Guitar?
Holbrook used to have a separate band, it was more of an event you would throw every year where you did only music. He did 2000s. 2000.
Oh, we called it Awkward Kegger because it reminded you of being at an awkward kegger at your friend's house in 2000.
But
And we
wouldn't do
only
80s or
played.
90s.
Dude, in all fairness, we do Zeppelin, Floyd, fucking, Talking Heads,
Oh, we
Rick
absolutely
James.
we did not do that. But yeah.
We do Creed and all, but
right.
we do MGMT, we do Rob Zombie. We try to hit everything that
Yeah.
rocks, dude. Like MMR says. Literally.
Dude, I'm fucking excited.
Oh, by the way, you guys did get a shout out on WMMR, by the way. We saw that. Yeah.
How nice is
Preston and
that?
Steve running through the lineup for Delco Day. That was amazing.
That's very nice.
You guys are the main reason I want the rain to not happen because, I want that to be amazing. That's gonna be the greatest fucking closing to a show.
We have prayed. We have put the pig's blood in the star on the ground.
Right.
We have put the crow's.
I never did that.
We have prayed to the gods. It'll pass.
Listen, I'm still going that we are 9-0 on rain against rain on Delco Day. We are going for the clean sweep. If we get now, listen, I don't count little spurts of 30 seconds of rain. I'm saying we are going to get through this. It is nothing. We will prepare for the worst, hope for the best,
I'll tell you.
and kick ass.
It might end up being great if it was all rainy.
Dude, listen.
think it
We
goes that way,
we
too.
actually just called Sneak Peek. By the way, shout out to Sneak Peek for doing the
Prince, dude.
T-shirts for Delco Day.
That's our theme. We wanted to go wrestling this year.
Yeah, and they did a great video. Seth, by the way, who did the original shirts by the Who.
For Delco Day 1.
Yeah, all the way when Sneak Peek was still in Collingdale in the basement of an old house. I asked them maybe we get a couple white T-shirts. So if it does rain, we get to see Holbrook's titties.
I like this energy.
If it rains, I'm going shirtless anyway, dude. I'm wearing swimmies and fucking, dude, a
I want it to
snorkel.
be like 1986, dude. White Snake concert.
Fucking right. I'm cutting my tummy right there. Yeah,
Oh, good.
dude,
The
belly shirt.
Barbarian said he's going to ask the All-Father for his blessing for Delco
Good,
Day.
good. Yeah, we need the Norse gods in there, too.
Thank you, Mad Barbarian.
So you guys have been around 1.5 years. When was your guys' first show?
Dude, you know what? I would like to point this out real quick. I have deep ties with Dolan's Bar. 2017, the first time I ever played live, they had me and my buddy Joe Ranieri, shout out, doing open mic nights here on Wednesday nights, man. And it was before I had a band or anything. Joe Ranieri was just like, dude, come sing with me, because he knew I always liked to sing. And it honestly started right there. And I lived across the street, and I was the maintenance man in the apartments.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I love this story.
Well, I should have been cleaning up stuff for the people,
I was
but I'm just
really-
sitting there banging on 5-gallon buckets playing the drums.
But I will say, Dolan's gave me my first opportunity to play live in
Oh, my God. I love this.
True story, dude.
Did he do the same thing he did to us to make you dance naked on the desk in the back?
Do you know that Electric Furby's first performance was
You
here,
never might know
too?
what'll happen. Dude. I get loose.
Electric Furby's first 2 performances was in Dolan, too.
I lost my virginity at Dolan's. I'm looking at you, Sharon.
Yeah.
I was not involved in that.
It was last week. I'm a late bloomer. Stop laughing.
So when was your guys' first show as the Del Crows?
It was last November. The year before. What was it? were you, 2020?
Yeah, it was probably just before
Here,
Thanksgiving.
you guys take this mic.
It was just before Thanksgiving last year.
Before Thanksgiving.
But that was just Dan and I on an acoustic and vocal thing, right? Then once we played 2 shows,
Yeah.
even acoustic, everybody in the bar was like, yo, you're doing it wrong. You need the rest of the band. You need 2 electric guitars. You need a bass and a drummer. So we got my brother to jump on bass. We got a fucking other guitar player. We filled in the we got Mikey on drums. And then it just kept going, dude. And it just kept getting bigger, right? Now we're at everything else we can get into this thing. So this is like year and a half tops.
2 years, it'll be November.
Tops,
And you
as
guys
is.
are busy, but still seem to be packing the place too. Like your
it's
audience
going
isn't wearing
good.
out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, a lot of our work goes into constantly changing our set list.
Sure.
So we have like 100 songs on rotation right now. We got into a little bit of originals. We got some things in the works.
What do they sound like?
Dude.
Is it butt rock?
Nah,
Is it gonna make me just want to get a nice little divorce right afterwards?
Yeah, it might be.
Yes.
But, yeah, actually, what started this whole thing was I actually got a rare chance to open up for some good buddies of mine, the Glorious Sons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they are a Canadian band that I happened to meet just on a whim in Philly one night. And I became, like, best friends with these guys over the past 10 years. And in Philly, they were playing at Union Transfer. And they had seen that I was doing acoustic gigs, and they had their opener drop off. It was a Monday night. And they called me at 4 o'clock, like, Danny, dude, I don't know how you're going to take this, but we want you to open up at Union Transfer. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, fuck. I'm like, all right, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I got like 6 songs I could play, and I call him. I'm like,
I got
dude.
a phone call at 4 o'clock on a Monday.
we gotta play at 8.
You want to open for the Glorious Sons, and there we are playing to a packed
It was
room
awesome.
of like, what, I don't know,
Probably 1,000?
600
Yeah,
people.
the
700
whole
people.
Union Transfer. Yeah.
The whole Union Transfer.
But,
Right? And you're
awesome.
like,
So
what are we
that
going to
was
do?
like-
You say yes. You
Yeah.
fucking go.
Yeah,
You full
100%.
send, bro.
I had-
You quit your job. You say, yeah.
It was all, and
You fake an injury or
said-
give yourself one.
It
like to
said
get out.
they put up a piece of paper that said Delco Danny new opener.
Fucking right.
Yeah, go,
They
fuck
just put me
Dave.
as Delco
Fucking
Danny.
Delco
Yeah.
Danny.
Dave can eat shit.
All right, I think I ask every band this question. Who's the most difficult band member? And is it the drummer?
Fucking Dan Malley, dude.
I say I don't know, dude.
I like to see if I
yeah,
can break up the bands in
Nah,
one question.
it's definitely not the drummer. Probably it's just me and Dave.
It's just me and
me
Dan
and Dave
fighting.
been
It's
playing
me-
together our whole life since high school and shit.
It's just me and Dan
And,
fighting.
so we are the 2 core guys and it's rotated around.
So the rest of them are all losers that are interchangeable. Is that what you're saying?
not at all.
No, I'm just saying.
Very replaceable.
Wait, they just stormed out the back. See you guys. See you
Very
Saturday.
replaceable.
Yeah, no. Probably me. I don't know.
I am usually called the one that's difficult to deal with. And sometimes I'm not even in the band at the time. Do you know that this is obviously my 10th Delco Day playing, and it's my 7th band I'm playing in. Because I keep getting kicked out of the other ones.
Dude, I might have a spot
I don't
for
even
you.
have
You
like
keep it
drummer
up.
drinking problems.
Didn't you play in 3 bands one Delco Day?
That's amazing.
Yes. And that's what makes it so difficult.
That makes it Delco as shit.
Kicked out of all of them, 3 for 3, a strikeout there. Where's the next show after this?
Tom and Jerry's.
Yeah.
Where?
Tom and Jerry's.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry's is home
Oh
base.
shit! All right.
Yeah, we're at Tom and Jerry's once a month.
Yeah, once a month.
We pack the place.
Oh, and a nice little rotation.
Yeah,
Fucking
they
A residency.
Ooh,
Hey,
if
you
you
know?
will. I
Fucking
don't want to sound
right.
pretentious.
Tom and Jerry's, the Delco Day that could have been that never happened.
Dude, I got tasered there.
They could have had us if only they believed. And now they want us, and it's gonna rain.
It's not gonna rain.
It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna rain. What's your guys' favorite song to play? Like, what gets the people fucking rowdy?
Yo, you know what it is?
I mean, obviously break stuff, probably.
Yeah,
Obviously.
break
But what else
yeah,
besides
Ray's gonna
that?
see it. Here, yo, I believe in a thing called love.
Oh yeah, we
The
play
Darkness.
that too.
Dog.
That's a great one.
dog.
We play that too, and it gets
that
people
slays.
going. Yeah,
Does it not slay? Does it not
it sure
slay?
does.
I like Life During Wartime.
Oh,
That's a
by
good one.
the Talking Heads.
That's really
I can see
fun.
that.
That's a good dancey one.
That's a good one. And Money, dude. I love hitting Money, man. When we really hit Money, the whole Money, it really Pink
Oh,
Floyd.
because you got a saxophone player and
That
everything.
feels real good.
Oh yeah.
Oh No, but
That's 7 minutes of commitment.
Yeah.
dude,
With like real notes and shit, man.
dude, we'll do Rick James.
else?
Rick James
Rick
will
James.
make the room
Super
dance.
Freak or the other one?
My new favorite's Turnstile. We're doing Mystery.
We played Mystery at Delco Day 7,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
the best.
did not go over well.
It was too early.
We weren't good. No one knew who they were except us. Yep.
No, like
Yeah.
it was too early. That song. I feel like
Exactly.
People didn't know it yet.
Like it had just come out. It might have been on like MMR once.
People thought it was yours.
Yeah. They're like, that's a bad song you wrote. And I'm like, it's a famous song. They're like, oh yeah, it was much better. You guys just sucked at it.
Yeah. Aeroplane by the Chili Peppers is
Great song.
We really rip on that. That's one of my favorites.
Great song.
Yeah, it's
the
fun.
bass is just letting loose in it.
Yeah. That's really fun.
So promote yourselves. Tell us why you guys are great.
What'd you say? Tell us.
Promote yourselves. Like besides Tom and Jerry's, what else you got?
My number one objective with doing music is to make sure you have an experience. Yeah, we really do. I want the live shows to be impactful. When I want you to walk away like, what the?
So not getting laid isn't the number one.
Oh, you definitely will. You definitely will, dude. You definitely will.
So are you born and raised in Ridley?
Dude, no. I've lived all over Delco, though. I lived here. I've lived in Aston. I went to Springfield. I went to Garnet Valley. I went to DH. Like, I am a Delco gypsy.
That is all over the place.
I am a fucking Delco gypsy. That's why I know so many people, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I really did. I've went to a lot of schools and moved around a lot. And so,
Okay,
yeah.
right. What about you? Where are you from?
Garnet Valley.
Garnet Valley, fancy.
Dude, yeah, we are
Fancy
the.
Delco.
Yeah, we're
Have you
Not
guys
fucking
Delco
me.
just fucking cut us off, let us go.
have you
We
guys
forgot.
played Ashley's yet?
Nah.
The old
I eat
Hilltop?
there.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no, I like it.
No,
I like when it was the Hilltop Pub.
Oh, dude, 100%. I played
My dad
there
dated the bartender.
That was where you might get like stabbed by a Civil War musket.
True story.
Like, it was a rough place. I was in a blues band that played there. Have you been to Pop's Cheesesteaks out there?
No, I heard about
Pop's
it, though.
Pizza, technically. It's on like the Wilmington Pike part of like Garnet Valley. If that makes any sense, kind of near Guitar Center.
Delco Steaks?
No, it used to be Conquer Pike, I think.
It's called Pops.
Pops.
No,
Dude, they care. It's expensive as shit, but they care. It's a good one. Yeah, that sounds right.
Dude, I die by Delco Steaks in Panthers Crossing.
I live kind of in that area, and I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to turn left. I just turn right and go to. I need to be in Upper Darby X amount of hours a day, or I will die. I'm like Mr. Freeze, where I need to be surrounded by Delco.
No doubt.
No, that's awesome, man. Yo, I hope the weather holds up. I mean, the event's going to go down. If anyone else bails, obviously, you guys have more time. We'll have more time.
It'll hold. We got 120 songs in the catalog, dude.
love
If
it.
you need 6 hours of music, we will deliver
Figure
6
it out.
hours
Hell
of
yeah.
music, dude.
So where can everyone find you? I mean, we're posting it all out there and all that shit. But
Yeah, great time, man. Great to be here. Looking forward to it. Hope to see y'all there.
Yeah, dude, check us at Tom and Jerry's once a month.
yeah,
You know, we're playing there next on July.
the 11th, right?
July 25th.
Oh, July
We'll be back.
25th. Wow,
July
I'm very
25th.
wrong.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been playing. We played the past 3 weekends, so I think after this we're off until July.
Fucking right. Yeah, dude, use that time, man. Use that time. Yeah.
Summertime, dude. We all got wives and girlfriends and shit that are
Exactly.
bitching.
Yeah.
So we gotta take it
Yeah.
easy.
Thank you, fellas.
Yep, Danielle. Kidding.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers,
Thank you
fellas.
very much for doing
Yeah,
this, man.
Thanks for having
your,
us. Can't wait to do
your,
it.
Your booking contact was so great to work with, too.
Shout out Caitlin.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great.
What time's your set again?
They're on at 8:45.
8:45, June 7th, right here at Delco Day, Dolan's Bar. You're going to have the Delcro, so get your ass out here. Fuck the rain.
Whoever. I mean, you got HEADstrong's here. Joe Grasso's here.
Step on up.
Dude, Joe Grasso.
Joe Grosso.
Joe Grasso. And the Ramblers.
Joe Grosso.
What's up, duders?
What is up?
So you came very highly recommended for this event as well.
Yes, three people really liked you.
That is correct.
That is very kind. That's 2 more than the last person that liked it.
One was a bot, and one did ask if I could front him the taxes on a $3 million inheritance from a Saudi Arabian prince.
Oh, the
father.
Nigerian prince?
Yeah, Tanzanian here, we like to call him.
Tanzanian.
Yeah, but you guys also have just been taking over the scene recently. I'll hand you my mic in a second. So Joe Grosso and the Ramblers, obviously, did that start as a solo project? You added people, or tell us your story.
So, I used to do a lot of TV, film, and theater acting, which is where I met this guy.
Correct.
And then COVID hit, and that all kind of went away. And so I was working on a golf course, and started.
Which one?
St. David's up in Radnor.
Oh, you mean in St. David's?
That was a caddy, and I worked in the bag room.
Fancy.
Really?
Props to my good friend Sean Cook for giving me that job. Pards. And then I started playing music like once a week at the bar I worked at on top of that. Like once a month. And
What bar?
Center Square Tavern in Swedesboro, New Jersey.
Ooh, all the way over there.
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. So
On the other side of the world, as we call New
Unfortunately,
Jersey.
he's from New Jersey.
yes.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
My condolences. So,
No ours.
oh yeah, you're right. Your condolences.
It's our condolences.
You're right. You're right.
So what are the people of Delco on Delco? When are they playing now?
6:20.
What time? 6:20?
They're 6:20 right after the speeches.
Right. Okay. So
We're gonna try to get the speeches
so
done
you
earlier
guys-
to get them more time.
Yeah. So we're gonna give you guys. I don't know if that's a good or is that a good or bad spot? Like having to play after our ridiculousness, or
best.
that's a good thing.
I think
It's
it's
really good
perfect.
set time.
No, I think it makes sense.
So what are people going to be expect who've never heard you before? What are we going to get from you?
Well, so you're going to get 4 pieces. It's mostly country rock and blues. For an hour, you're going to get nothing but bangers. It's
All bangers for
It's
now.
all bangers for an entire 60 minutes.
Exclusive bangers.
I mean,
All
you
bangers
Have, you have
and-
at, listen,
I
you
am
have at
so
least,
hard right now.
You have at least one person in this band from Delco, which is me, hon.
Yep.
Originally from Ridley Township, now live in Ridley Park.
Ooh, wait, you say Middletown Township?
No, Ridley Township.
Oh, really, Township?
So I grew up next to the Millmont Inn,
Oh,
right next to it.
hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's pure Delco.
Yeah, that's
It's
one of the
it's
most
about as
Delco
close
That's what we
to Delco as you
refer
get.
to as ragingly Delco.
Yeah. We had a map where we colored in every town by color of how Delco they were, and
We had
that area of
a heat
Belmont,
map.
fucking hard green.
Oh, it's very
Hard green.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're going to get a double dose of Jeremy Milligan.
Yeah, so Jeremy Milligan, technically, he's the bass player, one of the
playing
bass players in
bass.
this band.
One of the bass players.
So he's playing bass.
Wait. Jeremy Milligan is pulling a Hollywood Holbrook and
He
playing
is.
the 2 bands on one
Yes,
night.
Yes,
he
he is.
What do you mean pulling me? He hasn't been kicked out of either of these bands yet.
Yeah, that's the difference. Holbrook, he got kicked out of the band, formed a new band all on the same day. And
That's how it happens.
he only put Delco Day together just so he could play as many bands as possible.
That's it. That's it. He can sign himself up. Jeremy, any other bands you're playing with on Delco Days?
Yeah, you
or
playing
just
any other
the 2?
gigs on Saturday?
Is it just the 2? Or have you commandeered another band? Hey, get your ass up here.
I'm joining all the bands on Delco Day. So
You're
for
the
anybody
steady-
who comes
you're
out,
the
just
steady
expect
drummer?
me to be on stage, whether the band wants me there or not.
Wait, hold on. So you're the steady drummer. By default, do you get to sleep with one of the singer's girlfriend and cause the band to break up at one point? With
You know,
each
Al,
band?
that did happen to one of us at this table before.
Just asking.
I mean,
So I
Out
got
of
kicked out of
morbid
those 2
curiosity.
bands.
It happens. It happens. I mean, the bass player, he's just got to show up within 5 minutes, plug in, and he's pretty much good to go.
Yeah, he'll be there at 6:15 to set up.
You guys just don't even hook up the drums. Just let him think he's doing something.
Yeah, forget it.
You don't hook up the fucking drums, Al.
They 1,000% have done that to me.
What?
1,000.
1,000%. There was a backing track, and I noticed because I was playing all the wrong notes at one gig.
Yeah, I just muted you.
Oh, they AI'd you.
Jeremy's like, I'm not even playing the right song.
It's a simple fix.
It's simple.
It's a simple fix.
Rehearsal.
So, how'd you guys meet? How'd you guys start the whole band and all that stuff?
Well, so 5 years ago,
You go ahead. You tell us.
Joe and I did this production of Here's Love, the musical, which if everybody knows what the fuck Here's Love it is.
What was it called?
It's called Here's Love, which surprise or not, it's Miracle on 34th Street, the musical, but it's called Here's Love. So nobody actually knows what it is.
Oh,
And then
yeah, I
when you
did
get
not.
into the theater, you're like, oh, wow, this is Miracle on 34th Street. So we did this play, we did this musical together. We're like, wow, we get along pretty well. Joe started out his solo career playing. I was like, hey, I play the drums, I sing as well. Let's have a couple of gigs. We started playing together, and that's pretty much how it started.
Sounded pretty decent, and then we decided let's do a whole band.
Yeah.
And then we played at the Media Theater last April, our first full band gig. And then it was kind of like the rest is history. And now we're kind of get that all together. We're doing everything now.
Which one of you was in the band with Jeremy that was named Scooby Don't?
That was me.
That was Joe.
That was me. Yeah, that was a high school band.
Scooby Don't instead of Scooby Doo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of me and Jeremy from high school.
Oh.
So what goes more into creating a band? Coming up with the name or coming up with the players in the band?
Thank you. The players. Because the name of this band came pretty quickly. Joe Grasso and the Ramblers was easy. Joe had a following pretty much through South Jersey, and what we wanted it to be was the Ramblers are essentially anybody can come in and out of this band and be a Rambler. I think pretty much we have multiple people who do different things. Jeremy plays bass, but he's also at some point in time plays acoustic guitar with us. You have Mike.
If he waits a certain time tonight, he might play with himself. You never know.
He will play with himself on stage. It's one of his magical talents, actually. And he's willing to do it for a very cheap price.
How do you think he raised $1,000?
Yeah. Oh, it's very simple.
It's 2,000 times he played.
He's like, listen, I'm gonna get my tips. All of my tips are gonna be donated. So he showed his private parts.
And they're like, we feel bad for you, and just started.
No, in fact, they were impressed.
Impressed?
Oh,
like, wow, he's very well shaven.
The tip receives a tip.
Just a tip.
It's like a sable.
It was literally as easy as I texted Steve and I said, I don't want just Joe Grasso band because that's done a lot. I said I want.
All right, so can I ask you a question? This is the guy who's never played music. I can barely hit the play button on my radio. Like that, I'm the most musically uninclined person you'll ever meet.
Okay.
So when you have a band who has the person in the band's name on it,
Yeah.
does that mean fuck you to the rest of the guys? Just out of more curiosity.
No, I think in this case, what it was Joe's name. Joe's name is.
Holbrook's giving me the dirtiest look.
I mean, no. It's an honest question.
You don't have to have your name on it to piss off the other four members.
Let's take it this way. I was the one that named the band. So,
his idea.
So for me, it was more about. I've done this for 20 plus years. A band name doesn't mean anything to me much anymore. What really matters is it marketable?
So Jimmy and the Titty Fucks wouldn't matter.
That'd be great. But if Jimmy's well known and likes titty fucking in the place that he plays, titty fucks, then that makes sense.
And there's titties will fuck.
But where we were playing, it made sense because Joe's name was recognizable. And to me, the thing that was most important was, do we have the right group of people making the music? To me, a name.
We have the right Ramblers.
It's marketing, right? Like it doesn't. At the end, I mean, the Dave Matthews.
That's a very grown-up answer.
Well, I'm almost 40, dude.
Very altruistic.
It's about as grown-up as you're going to get.
Answer.
You know what I mean? But it's true. I don't think. For me.
So the other guy, Tommy Wisniewski, his name wasn't going to roll off your tongue or anything.
Hey man, listen. The other guys are getting paid whether their name's on the band or not.
Exactly.
That's the most important part.
True.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. Something like you got.
Holbrook one time got paid in oats for his music.
That's dead fucking.
They thought
serious.
he was a horse.
We played.
They even hooked it up to his chin.
I played a co-op in
That's
media,
cheap.
and
Oats are not expensive.
They're
I don't think there's a big tariff on oats.
Well, my favorite thing to get paid for is exposure.
I ate them.
And for those wondering in-house,
it's good on the resume.
And for those wondering in-house right now, yes, me and PJ Dolan got changed together.
It looks. I mean, it's funny. You guys match. It's eerily similar.
He let me have the hat.
No, we're looking forward to it. I think one of the things too that was important to me is with the HEADstrong Foundation. I mean, I grew up with the Calalories. I grew up with Mike. I went to school with Mike, and I knew Nick for a long time in my life. And so when we found out that this goes towards them, I think for me it was a big personal decision too. And I even reached out to Mike and was like, hey, we're playing. It was, it means a lot that's the foundation that we're going to support.
So it's not because you feel bad for us.
No, not at all.
Okay,
not at all. No, I feel good.
No
for
pity music for us, Holbrook.
Well, no. Listen, I play music for everybody. But it was a nice little personal hometown connection to see that.
No, listen, kid around a lot, but in all honesty, I appreciate all the bands, especially anybody who's going to come out, take your time. I know, listen, Most of the time, you guys aren't making a ton of money doing this job.
Doesn't matter.
Most people, this isn't a full-time job. To give up your time to do what you're doing and entertain people for the sake of a good cause, and to celebrate the county for what it's worth. I applaud you and I appreciate you.
That is the most important part,
Yeah,
baby.
I think that gets lost in it. It is still about celebrating this fucking county for everything it is.
Listen, pal, it's about Delco, baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
I pushed. I was like, listen, we're playing this. I'm from this town. I'm from this township. I want. It's important. What you guys are doing is incredibly important. Whether Delco's in the mainstream or not, which we kind of are right now. Delco's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place to be. It always has been, even
I
though
think
we're
it's getting a
trash.
little too gentrified in the media. We got to bring it down a fucking peg on Saturday.
All right, question then. I'll ask you guys all this question.
Am I doing Suboxone on Saturday? Yes.
Yes. Mayor of Easttown, good or bad for Delco?
I think it was good for
11
Delco.
people cheered that, which is upsetting.
I mean, my wife's grade school was in one of the shots.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool, you know.
There's
It's good for Delco.
There's
Look,
only one
Caitlin-
line in the show
listen,
that
Caitlin is a fucking British. She got as close to us as you're gonna get.
Oh,
But
yeah.
You know what the thing that upset me the most in that show was? Nobody.
Cocoa
Two
cheesesteaks.
things. Nobody asks, "Do you want a Wawa coffee?"
Yeah.
Nobody
I was gonna
asks
say
that
that's the only
question.
line that pissed me off.
Nobody asks. Number two,
the
nobody
only
gets
Wawa.
spinach on their hoagie.
Yeah.
Nobody gets spinach on their hoagie.
No one gets a
Who does that?
I found disturbing, and I
Those
say
were the
this.
two things that upset me about that show.
I say it with pure love because I worked at the place for over 10 years and have actually given awards to this place.
Yeah.
No one in their life has ever said, we go to Coco's for our cheesesteaks.
yeah, I mean that's.
I'm sorry. I love Coco's. I love the
that's
family.
true.
I love their existence. I love everything they're about. Their cheesesteaks are fucking air. They're air. They're chopped up air. They chop
Yeah.
up. Like the old people with no taste buds, they love it.
They
but, like,
paid
not
for
me,
that.
man.
They paid for that.
I mean,
That was
it's true.
that was internal.
I mean, we would have made you a great one if that's
But
what you want. But
overall,
like, no one ever said that sentence.
I think it's good for Delco.
Okay. I mean, I was on the phone with at work with somebody who's not from the area, who was not too long after that show came out, and they're like, "You sound like the people from that show." That's the first thing I got. And I was
Well,
like,
they
I
did their
don't.
job then. Good for them.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what?
Caitlin's
Whoever
accent
the
was on point.
dialect
I mean,
coach
you
was
tried-
on Mayor
listen,
of
it's
Easttown,
not easy doing
shout
the-
out to you.
It's
Yeah,
not
here
easy doing-
here was. Evan Peters learned his accent
That's
at
right.
Dolan's, yeah.
It's not easy doing a phone sex job with a Delco accent.
Not at all.
Oh no.
Oh, so let's
I've
see
tried it.
Let's see that kick, boys. Come on, rub it all over my chest.
What are you
Oh,
wearing? Some
God.
lacy panties I got at J.C.
Hey, yo, Horn, give me that peen, Horn. I want to see that peen. Do it.
Oh, I just farted my new undies. I'm sending it to you in the mail.
I feel it in my C-section score. It feels great.
Oh,
Dick's as
hon.
big as a hoagie, Horn.
The nerves
Yeah,
are stronger now. It's fine, hon. Planned Parenthood's open on Sundays now.
It's fine, Horn. Nobody lasts that long.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a good question from somebody out there in internet land. We haven't seen her in a while. What happened to the Maxim girl?
I don't think she won. And if she did not tell us.
She's like, those guys are going to ask for money. I better not go back and see them again.
Yeah, I don't think they're there.
And Nick McGrath saying, "Kick ass, fellas." There's another
Ah,
person.
yes,
Nick
Nick.
McGrath. Another guy performing at Delco Day. This is listen, and I'm not just saying this.
Friend of the show,
This
Nick
is a
McGrath.
great lineup for one major reason, and I can say from now 10 Delco days that you, as a whole, all the bands, not just individually, work like you all seem like you work well together. You're not just like ships passing in the night.
Totally.
Yeah. So this is, I think, is going to make it so much more fun.
Yeah, I feel thematically the night
seamless.
is planned really well. And I think it's going to be a lot of
I mean,
good
it's easy
sounds.
because Jeremy Milligan will be playing with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we have Jerry Milligan playing with every
You're
band.
gonna be seeing like the other bands throwing
There's a
them off.
through line.
Like
Like, he's
Jeremy,
playing-
please step away from the drums.
He's playing French horn with one band. It's wild.
I didn't know he could do that.
But if I
We
don't
had
play
that
the drums,
talent.
who will?
He does it all. You heard it here at Dolan's.
Refreshed.
Jeremy Milligan does it all.
Where's before we wrap it up? Where's your guys' next show after Delco Day?
Oh, where are we after Delco Day? That's a great question. It's probably the day after.
Where am I
most
right
likely.
now?
Well, we're here June 20th.
June 20th, we'll be back here.
So June 20th, the Joe Grasso and the Ramblers Duo, we'll be back at Dolan's
Can they just leave their stuff here?
anytime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing.
Good.
I play full time. Luckily.
Yeah, so the day after we'll be in Dead Dog Saloon down in Sea Isle.
yeah.
Oh, really?
That will be, yes. We'll be down at Dead Dog. We're down in
Dead Dog every Sunday.
We actually, in
How am I
fact,
supposed to come out of a commercial after a goddamn dead dog?
Every time you touch a microphone.
it's my plate.
Wait, you're playing the Dead Dog?
Yeah, so
Every
in
Sunday.
fact, we actually made a video with a
There's a
Dolan's
promo video.
patron this past Sunday.
Creed guy.
So, yeah.
Promoting Delco Day, letting everybody know down there that we should be there. So yeah, so Joe's down there every Sunday, and then he and I are there every once in a while.
Dead Dog's the one where you have to rent the collared shirt, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You have to wear a button-up or not a graphic T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or you
Correct.
turn your T-shirt inside out.
Correct.
Really? They'll make you turn your T-shirt inside out?
Yes.
To get in the building.
If it has like
They don't want graphic
no.
tees.
they don't want graphic tees. It's old school.
Now, if it's a Delco Day show, it'll be after Delco Day. But if
again,
I was wearing
it's not,
one on stage,
it's not Delco old school. It's Sea Isle old school.
Yeah.
Like Delco, you know what I mean? Delco old school is like your logo. It's
Yeah.
the inside out T-shirt's a little weird.
there was a I don't know if I have time for it. There was a funny story that happened to me when I was there that proved the point of why they don't let those people inside the bar at 1 a.m. But that could be for another time.
When I was like 27, the Dead Dog kicked me out because I lied about my height on my driver's license. And I'm telling you, like, I'm like
I thought they
6'1",
just didn't
and
like
it says 6'3", and they're like literally fought me about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally was just like, I was trying to have my BMI seem better. So I added to it just so it's like, oh,
they were like, hold on,
you're 325, but at 6'3",
absolutely
you're
not.
just slightly more or less obese.
Mr. Holbrook, what's your
It
height?
keeps the morbid out of the obese.
Mr. Holbrook, what's your height? 6'1". Oh, you lied. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Says here you're 6'3". I'm like, I know I lied. What else did you lie about?
He meant around his waist.
My BMI.
Your age.
They came out with a literal. They just came out with a tape measurement. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to
Step
confirm
against this wall.
This is for your inseam, sir.
Put the back of your head against this wall.
It's a finger cut.
I was like 27, looking like I was 65.
Oh, Jesus. You are old. Speaking of, I have to put this up here. For those of you, you're not going to be able to see it in the bar, but you'll see it at home. One of the discussions we were going to have tonight is a lot of times the internet will get oversaturated with stuff, right?
It happens.
It will, and it's usually quite annoying. But one lately, I can't not giggle at when I see it. It is the AI baby epidemic, like where they AI babied every like movie scene and comedic act.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Well, that's what me and Holbrook
Oh, there it
would
is.
look like as AI babies.
Oh, that's
I will post it
perfect.
on our social media tonight, but that is what.
Why is that weirdly accurate?
I know.
Crazy.
And why do I look like I look like Hannibal Lecter?
I think we found the
Especially with
Delco
that
Day
shirt on.
Yeah, but
next year theme.
I
There it is.
absolutely look like Charlie from Lost if he became, if he had the diet that I do.
and shorter hair.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. So, like, all right, so we're all going to die from AI probably in the next, like, the Terminator.
Terminator 2 told us well.
It's
pretty
going to
crazy.
happen. And
We're gonna
'cause,
accuse of murder.
You can't see anything on internet anymore, social media anymore, anything on TV anymore. That pretty much isn't AI generated. I mean, they're just going to AI generate movies at one point, and it's scary because, like, for instance, if I could show you like what I went through to get Holbrook's thing. So you upload a picture, you put a little, please make an AI baby version of this picture.
Yeah.
Which is a strange thing to ask AI to do.
Yeah, like
Should be on a list.
You can actually Google what things to ask AI to get it correct. So I even did that. I even had Google.
You gotta say
the answer
hypothetically a
to
lot.
ask AI.
So oddly
like,
specific.
It did the picture pretty well, but his hair wasn't messy enough. So I said, please make his hair more
Please
messy.
mess that shit
and
up.
30 seconds later, here's this picture
like it's perfect.
with his messy hair. Like,
Well,
it's
it looks
scary.
like it
It's
looks like
fucking
you're the
scary.
children of Jason Kelsey and Nate Bargatze.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is not the worst.
They even
They're
got
not
like
the worst two people to be children of. You
the
know?
grayness is like even right, and I hate that.
I look like the son of a Russian mafia who's going to get whacked early in the movie.
You look like
that's my.
you look like Steve's.
Oh, he killed my son.
You look like Steve Zahn, but you're like you said, you're not making it through the opening scene.
I'm the guy that starts a movie. You hope he gets shot. Like that's me right there. There's a character.
You're the American
henchman.
Sean Bean.
You're who they go make and go.
I love how the AI knew how sad to make us by
You're who
that.
they make go
Like,
into the
we don't
room
have a
first.
smile on our
Like,
face.
hey, AI,
Like, Al, check
don't
that
make
out.
us look happy at
It
all.
really brings out the depression in my face.
Make us look like life is fine. You know?
Yeah.
I work. I pay my bills.
Yeah, we kind of do. Like, I look more.
I think they put them in
professional
suits.
I've been telling people for years this is baby fat. So.
Batter's box for a cabin.
That would be so much funnier on a microphone.
I'm gonna turn up the red light because I think we're going to hell.
I'll see you there.
All right, so what time are you guys playing again on
6:20.
Saturday, June 7th?
6:20
Right, or 7th, sorry.
Right up at
here
6:20.
Dolan's Bar. 6:20, right after all the awards and all our bullshit and whatever else we're going to do. Come here, Dolan's Bar, Ridley Park, June 7th, 2 to 2, Delco Day 10.
Let's have a good time and raise some money.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight, drinking here at Dolan's Bar. You guys are amazing. Oh, man, Darbear, George and Lenny from Mice and Men.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good one.
These garage beers are delightful, Al. If only they would sponsor our event on Saturday. Oh, they totally did.
Oh, wait, they did. And don't worry. Wait till you see the garage beer AI videos I did with our pictures. So it's going to be great.
I thought you just talked shit on it and then just admitted they did all the work you're trying to do this week.
I just had Holbrook AI shit on everything. Who's next?
Headstrong.
Where's Headstrong at?
And bring beers.
Yeah. Headstrong?
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 Cartwright? Cartwright 4?
PJ Dolan, step on up real quick because this is dead air right
Headstrong
now.
4? Do they bail?
The skinny beat.
Oh, no, they're
Every time I see
gone.
PJ, it gets thinner and
All right.
thinner.
PJ Dolan it is.
That's methamphetamines, folks.
Steady diet.
Oh,
Guys, PJ Dolan, the owner of the amazing establishment.
So you put the AI picture back up.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'll say it on microphone what I said to you. It looks like the batter's box of a naughty Catholic priest in the mid '90s.
Do you think like these like petties are like loving?
You know what I
these
look
videos?
like? I look like if Kyle Schwarber got kicked out of the Columbus Club.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I just love how manicured my beard is.
It's so creepy.
It's not gray enough though. That's one thing I'm trying to get AI to do it. You ever notice AI doesn't do hands?
Really?
Because
You
it
ever
does
look
the
at
fingers
AI
wrong.
video
Yeah.
and you're like, I think that if you're not sure if that's an AI video, look at the hands.
Well, it's the
fingers
hardest-
start to kind of like mesh together.
It's the hardest thing to draw on the human body.
Yeah. So I think like they start to look like Ninja Turtles
Okay.
with the 3 fingers.
Yeah.
But
I got alien hands. Look at my hands. Do you see how I look like I have
you're very thin, long hands.
I have nerve damage from sleeping on my belly. I just
Ah,
found this out like
yes,
2
yes.
weeks
Wait, you
ago.
Because the hands go like this and choke
So my-
themselves.
I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't feel my arms, and then I'm in severe pain for 10 seconds. I marked it, and then it goes away. It's severe pain, and then it goes away. Then I can pee.
They give you the little wristbands that keep your hands like this.
I gotta look at something, man,
It's
because the
called
doctor told me
It's a real thing.
It's called a cock up wrist splint. I learned
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that.
No, it's called Saturday Night Palsy. I'm dead serious. That's the real name of it.
There's a thing. That's a thing. I've seen people for that.
It's for people who sleep on a digit the wrong way, and then you actually start to cut off the circulation because you're bending it. It's called Saturday Night Palsy. They make braces for it. They can fix it right away.
Look how small it looks. I have like the who's that? Chris Elliott. What movie was it?
strong hand.
My strong hand.
Oh, he's going to give me a hand. That's funny, is it? Yeah.
Start slapping him in the mashed potatoes.
At least I can hug my wife. You know.
So
Saturday. It's gonna rain.
Saturday. No, listen. No, it's not.
Here we go.
It's not going to rain.
Positive energy from PJ Dolan.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. It's 20% chance. Basically all day, all right? Which means every hour
I get less chances to get laid for my wife from that, so
I mean, trust me, we're going to be fine. This is what happens. Summertime shit, it's going to blow over. It's going to blow right over. Don't worry about the
So
rain.
you make a decent point because me and him have been constantly. I think yesterday I refreshed the Apple rain
Weather, yeah.
like precipitation percentage app like 1,000 times, and 5 times it gave me 5 different outcomes where it was more from midnight to 6 a.m., then it was more till noon. It does seem like if it keeps moving in the right trajectory, we might be all right like until like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning or later.
Right. What was the weather guy's name that they had to move to New York because he was banging all the women in the station?
I
just had a drink on him like 6 months ago.
No, he sells real estate.
Yeah, he's a real estate guy. Who is he? God damn it. And they chased him out of town because he was wrong about
John Bolaris?
John Bo, baby.
Yeah, the storm of the century.
John Bo. So, listen, if that dude can be a weatherman.
Yeah, we chased him out because of the storm of the century he fucked up. Then he ended up busting the Russian mafia in an art theft ring because he got drugged by a chick who stole his credit card. But then we let him back, and they cut to him during an Eagles touchdown in the 2009 playoffs, and people were just like, why the fuck is John Bolaris on TV? They scored the touchdown, they're like, bring Bolaris back, he's good luck. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, is Hollywood Holbrook's a very passionate, emotional individual. I know it's kind of hard to tell. So according to his significant other, Cinnamon, here on Facebook Cinnamon. She said Holbrook texted me Monday that it's going to quote-unquote monsoon on Saturday.
It was all
right, negative Nancy. Come on.
Hold on. So for those who aren't in the inner mixings of Delco Day, which, again, 10 years of doing this.
Sure.
From the last 3 weeks, we'll say, from up to Delco Day, Holbrook goes through the most emotional
The 5 stages of grief?
No, like, it is the most craziest emotional roller coaster you'll ever...
Are you going to concur with this?
But the thing is, what are we going to... Like, we can simply make plans if it rains.
Home run.
You don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. You just fucking go. I'm going to buy a ton of ponchos.
I haven't worried about it in 9 years. I ain't going to worry about it on the 10th year.
I didn't give you a heads up. So we got the stages out back. I went out and bought 10 interior shower curtains that I'm going to hang on the sides with zip ties to make sure rain can't get in from the sides.
Hold on. So, all right. So
I bought 50 ponchos.
How are you setting this up now? From the fence?
So the tents themselves, and then zip tie them to the top, and then just let them drip down.
Yeah, they sell, like, do you ever see, like, the 10 by 10 where you can put the sides on there? He's pretty much just using shower curtains.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So the dollar store shower curtains will do it.
So Ridley Park's going to look like Marcus Hook for a few hours.
Yeah.
It'll protect the musical equipment.
We're upgrading Taylor Hospital. We're going to go over and steal some curtains from them.
Bro, you can steal whatever you want out of that place right now.
Would they care if we moved the event
I wonder how much copper's in there.
Taylor Hospital and just kept bringing beer over?
What can we do? What?
Just we do the event inside Taylor Hospital and just keep running the beer back and forth?
You can go in there right now.
Shit.
Is it open? Should we take this remote?
You could go in there right now.
They never unplugged the automatic door. You could still walk in and die of a staph infection.
100%.
I mean, I honestly think the app is fucking with us because I've looked at it 10 times and I've seen 10 different results for the rain. So I do get a little bit of the emotional part.
All right, so, I mean, we're not going to do a rain date, right?
No, it's happening Saturday.
All right, so what? I mean, I'm going to order 500 clear ponchos.
There you go.
No, I've already ordered them. We've got a lot.
Do you really?
I bought a lot of precautionary things.
Like how many's a lot?
I think 150.
So we have a guy who's actually coming, rain or shine, popping his Delco cherry at Delco Day 10.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Ryan Davis, who's apparently a big fan of Nicky McGrath.
Okay. All right.
And, even if the numbers aren't great, the fucking rowdiness, the people who come and hang out in the rain will make this the most fun fucking Delco Day.
Wait, so Ryan is going to be in Delco for the first time to see Nicky McGrath.
Yep.
Interstate superstar, Nick McGrath.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that.
The Mad Barbarian said we can make it look like Tent City.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's okay. I'm all right
We'll
with
do
that.
it. Listen, it's going to happen.
I'm going to
tell you right now, I will fight Mother Nature.
Like Holbrook
we'll
said,
the first Mother Nature.
I'm worried about the musicians' equipment, and I'm worried about food vendors. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's going to
Everybody
happen.
else, fuck it.
I'm going to tell you right now, any rain we get on Saturday, it'll be an isolated type, maybe 15, 20 minutes thing.
Yeah,
we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Be here.
Yeah, just fucking wear your rubbers, Chief. Come on out.
Let me
wear a bathing suit. I've literally been telling people, like, if you think it's going to rain, wear a bathing suit.
We got a dog tank, so you can use it if you want to.
Yeah, and PJ Dolan has thrown some of the best bangers in Delco. Like, this isn't your first rodeo throwing something in this event. So
I think it's going to be the biggest, though, Al.
Huh?
I think it'll be our biggest.
I literally think Delco Day 10 is going to go down in a blaze of glory.
I think it's going to be the biggest day we ever have.
Yeah.
I do.
I think it's going to rain, guys. I think we're going to die.
If anybody has Xanax in the listening
I literally have to take off 3 days of work just to calm him down.
Just bring a month load of it for Holbrook right now. That way we can start doping them up.
Pray for Danielle.
Oh, we pray for every time you're on top, buddy. Don't worry about it. We pray for it. So, all right, we had another topic I wanted to bring up, and it's good that PJ's up here.
What do you got?
Because we're both wearing hats.
Yep.
So, for some reason, people feel inclined to randomly yell things at me. I just have a face that you feel...
Well, like Shane Gillis, nice hat, fatso.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't know there's a term, and maybe I'm listen, I said I'm 42 years old. Maybe I'm not hip to the...
Says you look terrible.
I do look terrible.
Wow.
I look terrible. I'm going to put the baby picture back up while I talk. But apparently, we all know what the term catfishing is, right?
Did you peel out in the rain?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what catfishing is, when you pretend to be somebody else. Apparently, there's a term called hatfishing.
For bald guys?
Well, so there's two versions of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that and big warts?
Well, that like for guys who cover their heads up a lot to get away from either having a bald spot or balding.
Okay.
But apparently, there are a lot of people out there who look completely different with and without a hat on, to the point that women have found men unattractive once they take their hats off.
I'm sorry.
So I don't know which one I am. Am I the less attractive without the hat on?
No, I don't think it changes you.
I thought at first, because the person who said this to me did know me, but hasn't seen me in a very long time.
But they said you're hat fishing about you.
Yeah, like, what are you, hat fishing? The girl said that to me. I said, what?
That's a woman who spent a lot of time on dating apps, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't know what it was, and I was like, what is that? I said, I haven't seen this girl since like a year almost, and a year ago I was bald. So that's what I thought she was saying. But now I'm wondering, am I that ugly guy? Or with or without the hat?
Bro, nah.
I love that you could have been like
knock you down,
a year ago. Because you probably went into this going like, I haven't seen her in a year. A year ago, I was fat. She's going to compliment me. And then she just saw that you weren't fat anymore, but said, I'm insulted as fucking baldness.
Yeah.
This shit came out for the fucking jugular.
She's like, I feel like every person's made fun of his fatness.
She Tyron Lude your weight loss and said, oh, he's bald too. Let me make sure.
Like, he already knows he's fat. Let's let him know he's ugly too.
Unbelievable.
So yes, the term hat fishing is something I did not know existed until about a week or two ago.
Kenny Chesney, who has tried to ruin many Delco days, he is a very hat fisher.
Whoa. Back this up. He's trying to ruin Delco days?
Like 6 different Delco days.
Oh,
like
what,
3 months out after we've already got everything booked. He'll be like, we're playing in the Wells Fargo.
Yeah, where's your baby at? He knows about that.
He's height fishing, Kenny Chesney.
Oh, he is height fishing.
Yeah.
He's a tired little ball.
My baby's back there.
Hey, baby.
You gotta bring my baby up here.
Hey, baby.
Joe McGee.
Joey McGee.
We want you up here on the microphone. You gotta hear that sultry voice of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Froggy from our gang.
Right from his parole hearing.
You can take my. Oh, you got next one. Pull up a chair.
So was it a wedding or court?
Pull up a chair.
Joe McGee, everybody in a shirt and tie.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, if I had to guess, you're coming from the Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodge Association, where you were battling against taxing waiters and waitresses.
Yes, I was trying to get Democrats to do Republican things.
There you go.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I read the Facebook
no,
post.
I'm not, but, it's fine.
So you have the power to do that. Can you make the rain go away, too?
Yeah, Joe.
I talked to him about that, dude.
We all know the Democrats control HARP.
I will say Jen O'Mara sends her regards.
Okay.
She's 11 months pregnant.
Again?
Yeah.
Did she tell me I should take my hat off or keep it on? Just asking.
What do you mean? Oh, do you think he's hat fishing?
Am I hat fishing?
Have you heard of hat fishing?
Have you ever heard?
I'm not aware of this concept.
Anybody in their 20s right now, raise your hand. All right, anybody in your 30s, raise your hand. All right, Holbrook, you're old, dude. Put your arms out.
I'm 37 years
Who's
old.
the youngest?
Not
All right,
Delco
anybody
years.
under 35?
I am a young professional.
All right. So you two. Have you heard the term hat fishing? Not cat, hat fishing.
With a H.
Is this like a real thing? Like, now, is it more for people who look completely different without their hat on, or for bald people covering up the fact that they are missing hair?
I think people who use that term.
Show us your hair.
Baby. Yeah, baby.
All right. No, you're fine. Hey! Just call me the drummer. I'm having sex with somebody in the band. All right, here we go. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
Lead balloon, Al. Lead balloon.
You know who we call it? You know the person that hangs out with the band?
Yeah.
That's the drummer.
That's a groupie. So Joey McGee in a tie. Why are we wearing a tie? Tell
He
us
looks
something.
good, doesn't he?
It does.
No, it was in all
I think he looks
seriousness.
good dressed up.
Yeah, I was, I was up at Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodging Association. We fight for the industry, the bar and restaurant industry, the employees, the bar owners, all that good stuff. And yesterday we had our conference, Government Affairs Conference, talking about the biggest issues that affect our world. Today we talked to all the great legislators in Delaware County, Chester County, and surrounding Collier counties, just about what matters to us. And it's such important work, and they really get it, and they care. Politics are always going to be at play, but at the end of the day, I do believe that as constituents, we go up there and talk to these people and tell them really what's going on in our world, and they do listen. So I believe that the efforts that we do really do make a difference.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're up there doing the Lord's work.
I
and
feel
have
like
been
we're
for
having
many years, man.
an impromptu behind the bars episode right here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So can I
That's a deep take
something
right there.
totally off tangent here? Why is everybody wearing Dykstra's number tonight?
Who?
Lenny Dykstra. Everybody's got a 4 on. Everybody's got a number 4 on in the Toronto game.
No, JT doesn't.
Yes, they do. Watch.
On the arm?
I'm telling you, they all got 4s on them.
On their arms or something?
Yep, see?
Oh, yeah. What is the 4-4?
Nails never fails, baby.
I hope nothing happened to him. Jesus.
He's done okay.
Actually, I don't know.
I don't know what that's all about.
Now I need to know. Keep going. Keep talking.
All right.
Does that do with it being? I don't know.
So, all right, let me ask you guys a question. How old were you when Joe Carter ruined your childhood?
7. It was my 7th birthday.
Yeah, I was 10.
What, 13,
I was 10.
14?
About that.
Yeah. God, I cried like a baby.
It was my 7th birthday.
I remember exactly what was going on, where I was.
Oh, it's Lou Gehrig. That's why.
Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
Lou Gehrig.
Okay.
I have to say that
I like he sees number 4, and the first person he goes for is Lenny Dykstra.
and the luckiest man.
Look, I'm honestly more concerned at this moment for Lenny Dykstra than Lou Gehrig.
He's got more health problems than Lou right
now. Oh, Jesus.
Sake. So you guys ready for the weekend? We all locked and loaded or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Whether it's
Listen.
Don't ask Holbrook.
As a guy in Joe McGee who has put up with us for 4 Delco days, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 4 Delco days. 3, 4, 5, 6. No,
Was it
5.
4?
7, yeah. He's 5.
7,
3,
3,
4, 5,
7,
7.
yeah.
3,
4,
6,
6,
Did
7.
we
it would've been 5.
we skipped one for COVID, right?
Yeah, 5. 5 is the one we
There wasn't
skipped.
one that year?
No, we just skipped it.
Okay.
So you know how
we
got-
had one.
We know there was one. I remember Joe texted me. It was like, I don't know, like Delco Day 6. I don't know why. And I never have like anxiety or panic attacks because I just don't give a fuck half the time about anything.
Because you're hiding behind that hat.
I'm hiding.
Hat fishing.
But I'm literally at my house, and like my wife's on the phone with my doctor, and I'm like lying on the floor, like just got. Like checking my pulse every 8 seconds.
What?
And Joe's like texting me. Doesn't know he doesn't know this is going on. So I apparently I was having some anxiety. I didn't know it.
Okay.
I never suffered from like super like bouts of anxiety or anything. I've seen people have done it, but I never did it. And I thought maybe my blood pressure. I thought I was having a fucking heart attack.
What the fuck's wrong with this guy on the phone?
And then hold on, that's what I'm getting to. Like, so Joe calls me, texts, and then he just decides to call me. I guess because we were asking a lot of questions.
Right.
They were going back
He's
and forth.
breathing all heavy.
I swear to God, 30 minutes after being on the phone with him, I was better. Joe McGee saved
Look
my
at that,
life.
he saved your life.
His voice
McGeezy.
saved my life.
Easy saved your life.
You know, Dawn went upstairs to touch her stuff, and that was a whole different story.
Hey.
Did you know that after my apartment burnt down, McGee called me the next morning and offered me a free housing until I got
about
another
that?
apartment?
He's very magnanimous.
I put that in a post, but it was mostly a tirade about the crackhead who burnt down my place, so I had to take it
Joe
down.
McGee.
He said you offered him a place to stay when his place.
Oh yeah, dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, Christ, your house, my house, bro. Come on, get out of here.
There
I
you
mean,
go. You
even
could-
I just want to hear about the insurance heist.
Holbrook said,
Yeah.
do you have king size beds?
You know, first of all,
Yeah, dude, come on.
that would be. We would have to set up so many webcams for that
Yeah.
internet sensation. Joe McGee.
We'd have to upgrade the
Chris
internet.
Holbrook, bosom buddies. Like, you know what I mean? The odd couple. I don't know what you would call that.
Yeah.
Definitely
Like
have to
that
upgrade
is.
the bandwidth.
That would be. You see, like the opening. Joe's opened up the fridge. Where's all my nachos? And
I think it'd be
Holbrook's in the
amazing.
corner.
The only thing with that odd couple, they're both Felix Unger.
Matt Darbarian said he was 30 when Joe Carter ruined our lives.
God, you're old, dude. Holy
Yeah.
shit! What are you, 93 now? What was that? 35 years? No,
Now you just made him the sad Darbarian. Way to go.
that was 32 years ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm 42.
God
32,
damn,
yeah.
we are getting old. Sorry, Darbarian, we're all old.
He'll be there at Delco Day right here, June 7th at Dolan's
After I
Bar.
insulted him.
Rain or shine.
Yeah.
That's right. Bring your ponchos.
He's from Delco. Are you not a true Delconian if you can't take insults?
Now, fuck no, dude. All right, let me tell you a quick story.
Yeah.
So, Garage Beer, there's a contest going on for like the best sports bar in the Northeast, and
Yes.
it's all Garage Beer bars.
Yeah.
So they're like, we really want you to get in on this, and I'm like, okay. So we win it, and we beat the runner-up in the Northeast. The runner-up was a place called
Tanzanian.
somebody's Black Rock Bar in Buffalo.
Okay.
It's a KC bar. So then
In Buffalo, New York?
yes.
Okay.
Kansas City bar in Buffalo, New York. So after we win this, I said, yo, why don't we do like some social media together? And he goes, all right, I'll put you guys on a thread. Puts me on a thread with this guy, and we start talking shit. This is going into the,
The Super Bowl?
yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Right after the
rough
NFC
timing.
Championship, where we put up
It's
a
almost
50.
like they made that happen.
So we're going back and forth, and he starts digging in like, you guys suck, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, don't worry, we'll just put up a 50 burger on you guys, just like we did,
Washington.
to Washington. And like Dolan's did to your bar in the Garage Beer Best Sports Bar competition.
Ooh, burn.
That's it. He writes in the thread, that's it, Scott. Fuck this asshole. We're done. Would not talk to me again.
He should have just bought
So wait
votes
a
and blamed it on
he-
you.
Hold
Would
on.
not talk to me again.
Yeah, you should have went and bought the R Park.
I hit up the Scott, who's the Northeast director for
Great
Garage.
guy, by the way.
Awesome.
Great guy.
Yeah.
And I was
Scott's
like,
great.
bro, is this fucking dude for real? He's like, yeah. He's like, people don't act like us anywhere else. I'm like, you're kidding me, bro.
That's why you
lived
know Scott's a good guy when he says act like us.
bro,
That-
like
yeah.
seriously, like
like us.
we're just like fucking
Yeah.
shooting this shit on a thread. And this pussy's just like, no,
So
we're
this
done.
hold on. So this
Peace
thread
out.
was purposely put together for shit talking.
Yes.
You shit talked him.
Yes.
And he took his ball and went home.
Yes.
Fuck you.
But I
Go
can't-
back to Buffalo. You
I
cheap
can't
fan.
wait to do the Philly sports trips to Buffalo this year.
Let's
Let's go, folks. Let's go.
I think I gotta go. Is he gonna be there?
The fucking bar's there, bro.
Oh, is that?
We'll
You're
go
going
to
the
the bar.
Yeah, we go with the bar with all the Dolan.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah, Dolan stickers.
Matty Ice, during the entire Super Bowl, was playing Philadelphia songs on their AMI jukebox. Yeah, he was. And then the next day, just fucking drilling them in. Dreams and nightmares. Fucking, we are the champions. Just fucking loading them in.
Nice.
So they're that's
So
great.
brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
It's just funny how like It's just funny how like shit talking has lost.
Yeah, I think Scott even reached out like, can you guys stop? Can you guys just stop doing it? Like they're getting upset. Fuck 'em.
Sure, I'll stop. I never said this guy's gonna stop, but I'll make sure
Matty
I
X
stop.
is doing it on his downtime. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, man, you can't stop a man from playing. Hey, he's just helping the economy.
You typed in the wrong bar. It's fine. It happens all the time, dude.
By the way, what's the name of this bar?
Something Black Rock Bar.
It's a Buffalo bar.
Look it up.
Who can't
I got it.
get past Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City
Wait,
Chiefs?
is there
Like fucking.
is there really is there a sports trip going up there? Do we play in Buffalo this year?
Yes, we're going up.
Fuck, count me in. Count me the fuck in.
Yo, I want to go. I'm not kidding. We're going. What day?
I'm gonna be a menace to Orchard Park, New York.
Wait, that's like in October, right?
Casey's Black Rock.
Casey's Black Rock Bar.
Yeah, but is it in?
It's in Buffalo.
No, but the
Yeah.
game's in October,
They
right?
have one of the best wings.
Yes.
Some of the best wings.
Oh yeah,
around here.
best wings in Buffalo apparently.
Okay. Delco Day 10! June 7th, right here, Saturday. Fuck the rain, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m.
What else you got?
Not much. Holbrook?
No, I want to find out when this game is.
I think October 20th maybe.
Isn't that like our birthdays?
Yes,
It's all of our birthdays.
it's all of our
It's all
birthdays.
of our
Yeah, all you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey, you fucks.
Not even
Go
close.
Bears.
It's December 28th.
Oh, so close.
Well, that's what we were
Oh,
going to book.
yes.
Great.
Beautiful, sunny Buffalo in December.
I like it. I like it. I'll be off from teaching.
Dude,
you
I'll
go.
go.
Let's go, bro.
I'll be
Let's
off from life for
fucking
that.
go.
I'm going. I'm
Call
doing
Vince
yo.
up.
Oh,
Send it.
Philly
Yo, we're
sports
going.
trip.
Vince, Philly
Yo,
Sports Trip. Let's go.
PSG.
We are going.
No doubt. No doubt.
No. I will do anything just to
I'm
be
in.
an asshole.
And I think we just sitting there and not even say who we are for like 12 hours.
No, I'm wearing my Dolan's hat. Wear your Dolan. Everybody wear their Dolan's
No,
gear.
underneath,
Eagles gear.
underneath, and then
Yeah.
like fuck you guys. Take it off.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order the wings.
We gotta send wings back. We gotta be that guy first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the
I thought
bartender
you
was
said
hitting
I
on
paid
me.
for a double.
She was very inappropriate towards me. You know that type of shit.
Right.
I'm gonna just put Holbrook through a table and say that's how it's done, bitch, and walk away.
We should get every pain in the ass barfly in Delaware County and put them on a bus. Like every asshole in the bar that like, God, he just came
I'll
in.
check the flag list.
Like, and we'll get just a
Hey,
list of every
We'll
bar.
take the bus. We'll
Hey,
take the bus.
Don's in Eddstone and work our way down
Dude.
Chester Park.
Hey, Headstrong, the money's
We'll get
going
the
to something
Duecer.
more important right now.
And we'll pay for the trip.
I
They'll
listen.
put them on our bus and we'll leave it up there. We'll just ditch it. We'll
Yes.
just take the tag off.
We'll take him on the bus, Joe.
Yeah, can,
Take the tag off when we get there.
can we start
Get one on the drive.
Can we start a separate fund? So Delco for spite. And just head our way.
Sorry, Headstrong. Half the funds are going to this Buffalo trip.
Yeah, we're out of. We're doing it for spite. It's for a good cause.
I don't think they're here anymore. They can't say no.
No, they're right there. I see Jen. Hi, Jen.
Oops, we're kidding.
We called you up here.
It can't. She's not waving at me.
Well, gentlemen, I'm excited.
Yes.
And look, it's going to be great. Don't sweat it.
I have
Don't
the
sweat rain.
I have the Trower packed with gear, speakers, and cables. I'm going to
up.
drop it off in the morning.
Oh, fucking right.
7.
Let's go,
7 A. 7A.
7 a.m.
Holbrook doesn't know what that is.
Well, I figured
7
he can't
a.m.
It's
sleep
not
that
supposed to be a work.
night. He's not going to sleep that night.
Yeah, that's true.
He's usually making his 400th Tostitos pizza roll and heading to bed around 7 a.m.
I'm too drunk to use the microwave by that time.
I just
He's
got to
eating them
figure out
cold.
where to put it in
He's
the
just eating
Trower.
some.
in the
He'll eat them
parking
like
lot.
frozen.
We'll be set up Friday, so why don't you just drop it off?
All right, guys. We want to thank everybody. Thank PJ again.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank Joe.
Thank
Yes,
you, Joe,
always.
for
For everything you
leading
do.
the way.
We're in, baby.
For 4 amazing, right? 5 amazing
Yeah,
Delco
man.
days. 5.
I guess 5.
5.
You got to put a
5
statue
amazing
of Mary facing outside your window.
Are you
no rain.
Are you gonna be stopping by?
I'll be here. I'll be here. Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday,
You're
yeah,
here.
yeah.
All right, then.
I'll bring an umbrella.
We better make sure you're there. We want to see you.
Now I'm going to drop.
We want to
the
pay
Trower
homage
off.
to all the
Let's go,
previous
baby.
Delco days.
I got to teach Alice how to DJ.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
guys,
I think we give him an award.
guys, I want to thank you all for paying attention to us during this craziness. Don't worry, the next episode you won't be hearing about Delco Day.
Go Birds.
For a little while.
Go Birds.
We'll be talking about our new bus trip to Buffalo to
get cut. The spite wagon. The spite wagon. Yeah, wait, I'll drive it because I finally get a chance to say I'm driving the spite wagon.
There you go.
I'll get a fucking CDL by then.
Other than that, I'm Baby Big Al. He's Baby Holbrook. And we are out of here.
Deuces to the spite wagon.